Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boy. It was going to be your boy. It looks like it might be your boys. I'm looking backstage right now. Crusader may have just popped on. I thought it was just going to be me. I'm going to let him possibly get himself together back there. And once he does, he can pop in. Oh, he just popped out. So maybe it's just Keeper today. Hopefully everybody's doing well. It's a Tuesday. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to talk a little XRP. So if you're part of the XRP fam, put them up. We may or may not have Crusader to bite back a little bit on the conversation, but hey, no big deal there. We've got some big news coming from the World Economic Forum as it relates to Circle. So make sure that you stick around for that. A little bit of NFT fun, a little bit of interesting information coming across the NFT front, but just as a, I guess, a generalized, statement, Tuesdays might be a little bit different moving forward. We might be focusing more on some assets that you guys are interested in, things like XRP, etc. But stick around. We will see how that goes as the new year continues. We've got new stuff going on. So again, thank you guys for being here. Make sure that you smash the likes. That's always important. If you're in the live chat on mobile, just X out, takes 2 seconds, boom, smash the like, come right back in. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on, make sure you're in the Discord, dangerclosealpha.com if you're looking to get involved in the NFT project. Yeah, just get involved. We love you guys. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Let me say hi to the chat real quick. Who we got up in the house over here in the chat? We've got Unforgettable Name. Can't forget that name. See him every day. Brett, we got John Connor. John, it's been good to see you, bro. Since we moved the time, you have been here. So good to see you. I think I saw Hazley a few minutes ago. And then we've got your boy Puddles. And Red Robles. What is crack-a-lackin' and DJ Shorts? So hopefully everybody is having a great day. It is freezing freaking cold. The sun is out in Ohio. We have a big winter storm coming this evening. Not that any of you probably care, but I have a massive driveway. So I'm either going to be paying some of the neighborhood kids or your boy Keeper is going to be getting his workout in for a second time on the driveway, because that's usually what ends up happening. So, all right, cool. Hazley's here, and she's ready to party. Let's get it on. Let's take a look at the markets. We'll start there, and then we'll dive on in. So let me update this. The total global crypto market cap is at, drum roll please, 1.05 trillion with a T dollars. I love saying the T. We like it over $1 trillion. That's up 0.97%. So we are green again. We're up over 23K. Bitcoin's having fun flirting with that number. That is an important number. So pay attention to that 23K. We're either going to get rejected there or we're going to hold there. But that number is an important number. So pay attention around that 23 number. We're up almost 8%, 7.77% on the 7-day. I would say that's a good omen. And then Ethereum is at 1623. My girl is moving just a little bit. BNB up over that 300 number that I always talk about. That's important for Binance Coin. And then rolling out, we got 8, 9, and 10. Cardano, Dogecoin, and Solana at, let's see, up 1 and 1 and some change percentage points on the day, and 7, 5, and 4 on the week. One of the things that I want to do with the chat moving forward, I'd like to each day, if you guys are interested in doing this, I would love to have you guys toss into the chat, one asset that you'd like to just have a quick little, short chat about, maybe towards the start of the show. Maybe we'll do it towards the middle of the show. I'll talk to Crusader about it, but it's been something I'm thinking about. A lot of you have these different assets that you like to pay attention to, and I see them come up in the chat, and I always feel bad that I'm like, man, I'd like to touch on that. It's not on today's agenda. So I was thinking maybe we're able to do stuff on the fly. Obviously, we've been in the crypto markets a long time. We know a lot. We can pull some stuff up. So if you guys want to, check out maybe something that we don't talk about often, maybe a couple times a week, we'll grab one out of the chat and talk a little bit about it. So, well, shoot, why not? We could talk about it today. We'll do it with Hazley. You got it. Hazley's on it today. Hazley says Audius, and she knew she was going to grab my attention with that one. So let me pull up. Let me pull that up real quick. Let me see here. I am pulling it up. Give me un segundo. Here we go. All right, let me share my screen and I will show you a little something, something. Uh-oh. Time for a commercial break. The beautiful, the lovely Addison Grace is here. Come here, Boogie. Hi, there's nobody to talk to today, but all of the people. Uh-oh. I know Crusader's not here. Addison wants to remind you she's got more Ethereum than you do on a hardware wallet. Yep. Say hi. That's me. That's me. Make sure to get your hardware wallet. The link is down below the video. I love you. Mwah. I hope you had a good nap. There you go, baby. All right. I love that girl. I'll tell you what. That is, my life changed when she came around. I will tell you that. If you are a parent, shout out to all the parents. Such an awesome thing. All right, so this is Audius. It says discover new and exclusive music. Upload, share, and listen while earning audio tokens. So you download this app, okay? And effectively, there's a bunch of artists on here, and you can do exactly what it says. Upload, share, and listen, and you earn as a part of that, okay? I have been a fan. I hold a nice little bag, full disclosure. I hold a nice bag of Audius, and I have for a while. I believe in this platform long term. I believe, you've heard us talk about it a lot, decentralization, and I believe in music. I'm a big music guy. You see the guitar behind me. I've got 5 guitars on my wall over here. I've got an Akai over here next to me, which basically is a soundboard. I'm into music. Okay, I had a professional studio in my last house. I was making beats and doing all sorts of fun stuff with music. And so when I saw a decentralized music streaming platform that actually had some backing behind it, I said, yeah, that's for me. I am all about assets that actually do something. I talked about this on Around the Blockchain the other night, and I said, so many of these projects have pumped over the last run for no good reason whatsoever. Nothing, no reason at all. Okay. I'm hoping that this next run is a utility run, as I like to call it, where effectively these assets are going to run because they make sense, because they solve a problem, because they do something. Here's the reality with Audius, right? The funds are going to the artists. Why are these huge record labels taking advantage of these artists? I'm going to tell you why. Because they can. Because they front out money to these artists, and effectively they are beholden to that money, and they make them flaunt that money, especially like in the rap game, for example. They'll give them a big chunk of cash and they'll say, hey, listen, you've got to have X, Y, and Z as an image. So start buying up this jewelry, start taking on a bunch of debt, blah, 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 blah. They do this on purpose to effectively make the artist continue to be at their beck and call to do whatever they want because they owe them a large chunk of cash. Well, Audius says, hey, if you want to come onto our platform as an artist, you can be the one earning. Right? They have NFTs on here. They've got the music in the form of NFTs. It's super freaking dope. It says the next generation of Web3 streaming platform. Audius is a brand new streaming platform built for all musicians, not just those signed to labels. Build a fan base, share your works in progress, then publish your completed tracks for all the world to hear. Create, grow, and monetize, all without the need to graduate off the platform or sign a record deal. So it's got a number of people that are on here: Deadmau5, Katy Perry, Nas, Jason Derulo. So some big names are coming on here that you've probably heard of: Steve Aoki, Skrillex, the Chainsmokers. These are names that a lot of you probably know. So I'm super excited about this Audius. That is, it's on the Ethereum blockchain. Get involved with it if you're interested. Obviously not financial advice. It's something that I've held for a while, and I believe that this next run will probably, hopefully, do well with it. So, hey, Karen, I see you. No, John, that's not sponsored. Hazley just threw it out there. I'm not going to be doing, I will let you guys know if we do sponsored content. I will never do something that is sponsored without telling you, okay? The Ledger link, when my daughter comes in, I mean, I guess technically you could call that sponsored. We have an affiliate code where we make like $10. But I figure you guys figured that out since I got a little link down below. But no, I will always tell you if it's actually a sponsored piece of content. And we do have some sponsored stuff coming up with our tax professional and some things of that nature, but we'll definitely let you know. Karen says, I wonder if Tom McDonald is on there. So Karen, I know someone that personally produced a lot of Tom McDonald's music videos for a long time. And I am actually in talks with him, and he's going to link me up with Tom McDonald. I can't freaking wait. That actually is in the works. So stick around. Maybe we'll get Tom McDonald on the show. That's the goal. The goal is to get Tom McDonald on the show. All right, cool. Let's check it out. Let's move on. Let's get into where do we want to start here? I think let me pull up my good friend Chat GPT. And where are we going to start? Let's start at drum roll, please. Let's start with NFTs. You know, we had been doing NFT Tuesday for so long, and we're kind of pushing away from that a little bit. We're still obviously going to be doing NFT content. No, there's nothing wrong with Danger Close Alpha. And yes, we're continuing to press forward. Yes, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening with that. Yes, we will be minting out soon. Blah, blah, blah. But what we had noticed was that people were asking for some different content. And so we're going to deliver that. This is about you guys. Side note, if you didn't check out the interview, and it's not an interview of like how we got into crypto with Crypto Zombie on his channel, check it out. He put it out this morning and it was getting a bunch of views. I don't know. We've got over 125 or 150 new subs today from it. And it was the best interview we've ever done. And it wasn't an interview in the form of, you know, what do you guys do? Tell us about yourself. No. You guys already know all that. It was a conversation about the world that we live in today, where we're headed, why we're headed there, what Bitcoin looks like, why it's a good asset. It's a really, really good article. All right. So NFTs. NFTs become an increasingly popular solution to serving defendants on blockchain-based crimes that would otherwise be unreachable. This is really interesting to me, right? So according to crypto lawyers, in November 2022, the United States District Court for the Southern District of Florida granted a United States law firm, the Crypto Lawyers, its request for its client to serve a defendant via an NFT. This was in the case where a defendant was accused of stealing crypto to the approximate value of $958,648.41, in case you were curious of the exact number. And their identity was unknown. Serving a defendant via NFT is a powerful tool of blockchain crime where it's virtually impossible to identify bad actors, said a member of the Crypto Lawyers. I thought this was really interesting. So if we break this down, I've talked about this a little bit before. My dad's an attorney. And if you've ever seen somebody get served, let's just say with like a subpoena, that you've probably seen it at a minimum on TV, right? Somebody doesn't, you have to physically take this, like you have to accept it. They'll walk up to you and they'll say, "Hey, keeper." And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Here, you've been served." You know what I mean? Or, "Hey, I wanted to ask you, you're CryptoKeeper, right?" "Yeah, sure I am. What's up, man? Hey, so check this out. I was reading it. Boom, you've been served, fool." Right? And that's effectively what they're doing with these NFTs. So they're identifying effectively a wallet that is attached to you because you maybe are anonymous in one way or another and they don't know how to reach you. And the judge granted and said, "Hey, listen, this is legit. This is a legit way to serve somebody with a subpoena." And I think it's interesting how this technology is going to be used. We've talked about it a lot, but the technology is going to be used as we move forward. As the world progresses, technology will continue to get used. Some of it will be terrible and awful, and you've heard us talk about it. Some of it will be a beautiful thing. I think that it will be very interesting to see how it holds up in regards to, oh, I received it, I didn't receive it, that wasn't me, this, that. I think there's a lot of arguments to be made there, but it's an interesting way to use the technology at hand, which is really all I was really interested in seeing. Like, hey, they've got some really cool stuff going on right now, and how they're using some of these technologies. So something to pay attention to. There is a lot happening in the crypto and NFT space and how things are being used. Just take a quick break. Make sure to smash the likes, guys. We got 36 people in here. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. You could be anywhere on a Tuesday. You're hanging out with your boy Keeper here on Debate Crypto. And again, as always, follow us on all the socials. Make sure that you're doing that. Get involved with Danger Close Alpha. We're still giving away 5 Ethereum. That's going to be happening sooner than you may think. Got a little game plan going on in the background. Shout out to Alexandros. I have no idea how to say your last name, so I'm not even going to try to say your last name because I'm going to butcher it. But that is a name that I have not seen. So Alexandros, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Maybe you've been a subscriber for a while. I've just not seen your name in the chat. So I want to say what's up. And then Brandon Keys in the house. What's going on? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Dave Digital. You as well. All right, cool. So let's talk about the World Economic Forum. We're going to talk about XRP last, by the way. John, I know you're like itching right now. You're probably shaking in your seat. No, you love you some XRP, baby, and so do I. So we'll be doing that last. Let's talk about Circle and the World Economic Forum. So I'm going to read a little piece of this, and then I'm going to kind of summarize it. Circle says USDC is a dollar with superpowers at the WEF, pushes for more inclusion. Isn't that a word that we're always hearing? Inclusion. USDC founder Circle attended the World Economic Forum to explain why USDC is a dollar with superpowers. The WEF took place between January 16th and January 20th in Davos, hosted over 1,500 industry leaders as well as government representatives from around the globe. According to Circle's announcement, the event had primary importance for the company. Circle stated they utilized the WEF platform to, quote, reset the crypto narrative with an emphasis on inclusive growth, sustainability, and use cases rooted in the utility value of USDC and blockchain technology. Now, actually, let me click back over here. Let's do it like that. So I want to kind of give you the rundown on this. All right. So if I didn't lose it, here we go. Yeah. So they had the meeting in Davos. I will say, and many of you probably have been following for a while and know maybe even about what I'm going to say. The World Economic Forum is a scary, scary group that is pushing a narrative on people that is both false and very, they will call it progressive. I will call it authoritarianistic. It is trying to, they are trying to push you into, they're trying to push you into doing and participating in things that they will put with the guise of it's for the world's sustainability. We're here to save the earth. Yet they're doing things that do exactly the opposite. You know, they talk about the whole electric car thing debacle that's happening. Our current structure, our current electrical grid is not set up for us to go to electric vehicles as a whole, right? Why do we keep pushing this narrative? Well, let me tell you what else. If you've never heard me talk about it, going to these electric vehicles are very expensive and labor intensive to make these batteries, right? I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole with this, but effectively, to even mine what you need to get the lithium, it is incredibly awful on the environment. Then you have to load the lithium on ships after you use your slave labor for it. You have to load them on ships, which are incredibly bad for the environment, ship them halfway across the world, which is incredibly bad on the environment, and deliver them to, let's just say, even the United States. Now, the life of the battery is up. What do? Well, we don't know, because you effectively cannot dispose of these batteries now. So what are they doing? They are burying them. Wait a minute. Is that bad for the environment too? Yes, it is. Until we can shoot these things to Uranus, which fun choice of planets I picked there, which is where I think they should take it, right up Uranus. We've got problems, and they're causing more problems in the name of sustainability. So here's where the stablecoins tie in. So Circle utilized the platform to reset the crypto narrative, as I was just saying. They hosted over a dozen conversations with the participants of the WEF, summarizing the evolution of money and regulatory approaches to crypto that promote responsible innovation, as they call it. According to Circle's State of the USDC Economy, which was published on January 17th, the USDC in circulation grew from 0 to 45 billion in 4 years. Okay, I could see that. I could get on board with that. I like it. Okay, what's next? USDC, as many of you know, is the native currency of 8 blockchains supported by wallets from 190 different countries. and has over 200 integrated protocols. Okay, still on board. They started to grow its share in the stablecoin market and started to challenge Tether's dominance in February of 2022. Okay, a lot of us have heard that Tether has a lot of issues in terms of questionable backing, questionable finances. Okay. According to Crypto Slate Research, USDC currently holds more transfer volume while USDT remains to be the largest stablecoin in the market. So let me explain that and let me tell you why this concerns me. Okay, transfer volume. Transfer volume is just, and this probably will make sense to a lot of you, and it's literally just listen to what words are being said, and here it is. Transfer volume is the amount of stable coins that are being transferred from one place to another. So people are paying each other in USDC, okay? USDC is being transferred at a larger volume, at a higher rate, even though there's not as much of it as Tether. So what does that tell you? Well, what it tells me is that more people are asking for USDC. More people are trusting USDC. Why? Well, I believe that initially, and I would put myself in this. I have trusted USDC because I believe that they are the chosen of the stable coins, at least as it goes in the United States. Okay. Believe that they're the chosen one. I believe that Circle has deep ties to high level political figures. Hence the WEF. Now, why is this concerning? Well, it's concerning because if you've paid any attention to anything that you've ever heard Klaus Schwab say, he thinks that we have a population problem. Let me tell you how big of a population problem he and the World Economic Forum think we have. 99% too many people. Let that sink in for a second. Thinks that there's 99% too many people on the planet. So you have a forum that is absolutely, whether you want to recognize this or not, it's happening, okay? Controlling what is happening all around the world in basically this disguise of sustainability long term. We are here for you. We're progressive. We're forward thinking. We're all of these great things. And oh, by the way, we want to kill 99% of the world. I probably shouldn't have used that word, but whatever. Right? We want 99% of people to disappear. Kaput. However they got to go, I don't know. But we want to save the world, save the planet, but don't save the people. So why this concerns me is that when you're that linked in with an organization that is that absolutely just disgusting in some of their thinking, it begs the question, what are they willing to do as a form of monetary value to earn your business? What do I mean by that? I mean, are they willing? What information are they willing to give? What are they willing to do? What are they willing to be a part of to be that reserve currency, if that indeed is what they become? If we move to something like, if we move to, stablecoin backed commodities, if anything like that, they are setting themselves and positioning themselves to be the one. Well, if they're the one and the WEF is inviting them somewhere, it means the WEF has their grimy fingers in on what they're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot have the WEF controlling our money. And now we're talking about the WEF getting their grimy fingers into crypto? No, 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 no. Please no. This progressive thinking is not progressive at all. It's destructive. And it is a lie. It is propaganda that is pitched, and it needs to stop. And so I would just caution each and every one of you to pay attention. We talk about doing your own research a lot, but pay attention to what's happening with our money. We've talked about the debt ceiling. We've talked about a lot of different things. These stable coins are the next big move in our financial system. And if the WEF is interested in having USDC at their event to speak, and USDC is interested in being at a WEF sponsored WEF event, they're in cahoots, ladies and gentlemen. So pay close attention. It could get interesting. Interessante. So I don't know. It concerns me for sure. What do you guys think in the chat? Am I being Keeper, the conspiracy theorist, or am I being Keeper? You're willing to look at things like, don't kiss my butt here. I want to know in the chat. Am I looking at this with a level head, or am I taking this a little too far? I personally don't see how I'm taking it too far, but I'd love to hear in the chat if you guys think that there's good things going on with the World Economic Forum. And if you don't know, I would challenge you. Just listen to a couple speeches from Klaus Schwab. It's scary. It is very scary. You know, there's a lot of subjects that I can't touch on here on YouTube. It's one of the reasons why we want to switch to a Wednesday private stream with a small little paywall or whatever. Maybe you have to own our NFT or something small that makes you a member, that makes you a part of, that makes you a subscriber that's paying for content that says, hey, we can say whatever we want. Because I want to go full Alex Jones on some of this stuff. So does Crusader. And I just look back and see how many things some of these crazy conspiracy theorists have been right about. And most recently, it's been the last few years. You know what I'm talking about. And they are pushing a narrative that would push the lack of medical freedom on each and every one of you. And that's a big part of the narrative as well. So I would just say, pay attention. They are a big, big, big deal. They are a player in the space. I would actually even argue that they're one of the players in the space. There's a reason that the people that are at these meetings, if you will, are there. And it's very interesting because most of the people have a certain political affiliation and a certain ideology that definitely doesn't line up with mine. I'm full on open and happy to have discussions. I don't do the cancel culture thing, but I do not love the narrative that's being pushed there. So that's what it is. I love each and every one of you guys. Thanks for sticking with me on that. I do get amped up about that. Burke says, hey, this is one of them. You will own nothing and be happy. That is a Klaus Schwab special. Definitely a Klaus Schwab special talking about you're going to own nothing and you're going to be happy. And that's effectively what they want to do. So that's what it is. Make sure that you smash the likes. If you love Keeper's take on the World Economic Forum, tying in with our lovely, beautiful crypto markets, it's a scary, scary proposition that we need to be careful. So that is that. I do have one kind of off the cuff that I wanted to touch on. So before we get into the XRP thing, so there is I think it's called Zebedee, I believe is how you say it. It's a mobile payment firm that specializes in Bitcoin-centric gaming. So they announced a partnership, and I think this is really cool. They announced a partnership with a listen-to-earn podcast platform, Fountain, to give listeners and podcasters the ability to earn Bitcoin through the app. The partnership is aimed to expand Zebedee's footprint beyond gaming by introducing a new type of business model and economic activity for the payment space and in general. Listen to Earn is a new way of monetizing podcasting, allowing podcasters to create a direct link with their audience and listeners to earn Bitcoin for every minute they tune in. This is dope. Okay, let me tell you why this is dope. Let me tell you why it works for everybody. Okay, let's say you're like, yo, I want to listen to Debate Crypto. They've got good stuff going on, which hopefully you feel that way. And if you do, smash those likes. So you're like, hey, I want to listen to Keeper and Crusader. I want to hear what they got going on. And I want to earn some Bitcoin while I do it. I like it, right? If you could earn Bitcoin for sitting here listening to me run my yap, that would be a beautiful thing. I think everybody in the chat would agree with that. Smash a 1 if you would like to earn Bitcoin for listening to your boy Keeper. Put out some info today, because I know that I'd be smashing the 1 if I was in there. Let me jump into the chat right now. 1, 1, 1, 1. Boom. Lots of 1s in the chat. So effectively, what they're doing is this is what I think is happening. Okay, here's how I think this would work. So all of these social media, yeah, everybody's going nuts, right? John Connor, I appreciate you, man. That means a lot. That really means a lot. I said I'd pay to listen to you. I appreciate you, bro. So check this out. So advertisers are fighting on a regular basis for your attention. That is what social media is at this point. It is attention. How much attention can I grab? Okay. Part of the reason that, and I'm fully transparent with this, part of the reason that, so I've got 108,000 followers on TikTok. Okay. Picked that up in a little bit over a year. It's thanks to you guys. Listen to what I've got to say. Thank you guys. Love you guys. That monetizes. Okay. I don't do much. I've done a couple. I don't do much because I'm just not a shill. I just not my thing, right? I will only talk about things if I actually like believe in it. I just won't talk about something for money. It's not who I am, right? I have other businesses that pay, my bills and I want to bring pure, true content. That's what Crusader and I said from the start. We want to question everything, trust nothing. And part of what we won't do is shill things to you that we just flat out are like, yeah, well, we got paid for it, so we'll talk about it. It's just not us. It's not us. There's a lot of people that are willing to do it. We're not. But the reason that it monetizes so well, it's not just a following, but the amount of time that you watch it is because effectively you're running commercials for these companies. So think about this. You've got a podcast. We're sitting here talking. Now, they run a couple ads while it's happening, but you get paid more Bitcoin for each and every second that you listen. Now, what's effectively happening? Well, I'll tell you what's happening. You are basically taking back control and monetary possession of some of your time. You say, hey, wait a minute. I'm actually going to get paid. It'll be a small amount, but paid for my time. Why? Because the marketing agencies, the ad agencies, the companies that want your eyes on their products know what the conversion rate is. They know that if I have X amount of eyes that see this, I can make X amount of dollars, X amount of Satoshis. And so they will put it out such that they can pay out for people to listen, right? There will be some that will pay more than others. I can guarantee you different sectors will pay. So like financial sectors, like in YouTube, financial section pays the best. It'll be the same type of idea. And so these ad agencies, these companies are saying, okay, well, we're going to pay these people to continue to watch, and we will put our ads within. I'm like, hey, listen, if you're going to have ads anyway, and I'm going to listen to it anyway, right? I'm coming on to Debate Crypto anyway, and there's going to be an ad anyway, right? Before the show, after the show, during the show, whatever. Why am I not getting paid for it? Why can't I get a little piece? So I love it. I think it's a really cool idea. Thoughts in the chat? I think it's a really just simple idea. John was saying the Brave browser. I actually Crusader uses the Brave browser. I think a decent little bit. I have not been using that, though it probably would be very crypto of me to be using the Brave browser. I do know that some people really like it. And also, it takes away the ads or my, that's my understanding of that. John, I wouldn't even ask Ben to display his book. We actually have some, and I'm going to be displaying it anyway. That's my boy. Like Ben and I are really close, personal friends, and he's helped me a lot in terms of continuing to help us grow. And I can call on him whenever. That's definitely sometimes you just don't ask for payment for something. You know what I mean? And that would be one of them. So, Magic Internet Money, I love you, brother. You said I love Brave Browser. Well, I love you, Magic, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. You better bring that heat like you always do. And if you like TA, just as a little reminder, TA Thursdays around the charts. Make sure that you are there. All right, cool. So let's get into the moment that you've all been waiting for. Okay. Let's talk about a little XRP. And it's actually a little bit of a backwards way to talk about XRP, kind of an idea that I think holds some weight. I do wish, full disclosure, I do wish that Crusader was here for this, because I would like to really hear his thoughts on this. We already know what it would be. It's always going to be negative if it is in relation to XRP. But hey, So just in, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America's new wallet to offer crypto payments. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let me pull this up. I actually summarized this and it does a better job. I want to read it. I want to read it off the summation here. So banking giant Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and JP Morgan Chase are preparing to launch new payments wallet to rival Apple Pay and PayPal. Okay. The timeline for the product's release has not been finalized, but reports suggest it could be released by the end of 2023. Okay. So, whoopsie. Went to the wrong spot. There we go. The big banks are working together to allow their customers to pay using the wallet, which is linked to debit and credit cards. Thanks to the large network of users between banks, the wallet could potentially attract a large usage. Apple Pay announced in early 2022 that it was working on allowing its users to transact with cryptocurrencies. Apple also said that it would allow third-party crypto payment wallets to integrate into the service. No mention of enabling crypto payments through the new wallet for big banks, but the comparison to Apple Pay does not rule out the possibility. So here's the question, right? Here's the question. The question is, so XRP, the whole idea behind XRP. XRP fam, smash a 1 in the chat. Let's see those ones. Put them up. XRP fam, we want to see this case over. We want to see us defeat the SEC. Let's rock out. Put a 1 in the chat if you are part of the XRP army, or if you're, I don't know, trading XRP, just having fun, doing a little bit of trading, making some money, hopefully, although it's been pretty flat. So XRP, the idea is remittances. Okay. A remittance is effectively, to make it really simple, sending money overseas. Let's just say I have a family member. I'm getting ready to go to Brazil. A lot of you guys know that. I'll be there next week. And I'll miss you guys while I'm gone. I'm gone for 2 weeks. So shout out to Crusader as he covers for me while I'm gone for 2 weeks. I appreciate that. But yeah, so let's say I've got family over in Brazil. Or let's say I'm over in Brazil and I need some money sent to me, right? The idea is that XRP has a very incredibly fast, incredibly inexpensive way to do that, right? My question is, if you have these companies, you've got Wells Fargo, you've got Bank of America, you got JP Morgan Chase, they launch a wallet that allows you to do just that, and they allow it to be worldwide. What are they truly going after? I'll let that sink in a little bit. What are they going after? The argument could be made that they are effectively going to the end game is to go after these big banks. And these big banks then, combined with their wallet, combined with their service that they're going to provide to their people, now all of a sudden, are you doing the same thing as XRP? Are they trying to step in with a centralized, already legacy banking institution and say, no, we're not going to allow another company like Ripple to step in and do the work? We're just going to do it ourselves. Unfortunately, and I'm not trying to scare anybody, but Crusader and I have talked about this. I do believe that XRP will not only win this case, but I also believe that XRP will be used worldwide. I believe that it works. They are in partnership with a lot of different banks. I think it will be successful. But I also believe that a lot of these banks are going to be able to use that same technology and be able to offer these type of services as well. And so it concerns me. It is concerning because at the end of the day, you have a technology that's out there that effectively anybody can use and slap their own, I don't know the work that's going to be involved in making that a reality, but I can tell you Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and JP Morgan Chase have more than enough money to make anything and everything happen that they want to. So if they're able to get in bed with and make all of this, they're able to tie all of this together to rival Apple Pay and PayPal, They're going after the big dogs, right? So effectively, if they're able to rival Apple Pay and PayPal, why are they not also going to be going after, right? Why are they not also going to be going after something like Ripple, something like XRP? So, chat, I'm really curious what your thoughts are. I believe, again, that XRP is going to win this case. I believe that XRP is going to succeed. I believe going to make a nice little chunk of money on XRP. I don't think we're going to $50,000. It's not going to be a buyback. We're not going to wake up tomorrow as a multi-billionaire, which is what effectively would happen if they went to 50K. There would be enough liquidity to pay that out. But I wonder, like, are these companies going after some of these crypto companies as well? And they're saying, hey, wait a minute. We know the digital revolution is happening. We're in the middle of it. We've slowed it down effectively with all of the chaos that has been created in the crypto space. Now the bear market's going. People are bored to death, and they're building in the background. They are building in the background. So I, would argue that there is a very real possibility that that's happening. I got to say, I hope that XRP is able to come out on top. Hopefully the payment rails, the solutions that they have are cheaper. Hopefully they're faster. Hopefully it's at a point where, hey, listen, we've already got everything complete. We've already got the partnerships in place. Boom, bam, slam. And then the banks all want to use that instead of using. See, here's the thing. The reason that I could get on board with XRP not being overtaken by one of these big banks is because I could see a lot of these banks just not wanting to do that type of business with each other. Okay. So they'll try to replicate, they'll try to do the same thing, but do they want to do the business with each other, or do they all want to have one centralized entity that's not another bank, an actual bank that just provides a service? That's the question. And so you have to ask yourself, what are these what's the end game for these banks? Well, the end game for the banks is to control and have as much money as possible. Are they going to be better off by, it's like the question, right? Like, would you rather make 100% of a grape or 10% of a basketball? Well, I'll take 10% of a basketball, right? So is XRP the basketball, or is one of these banks going to be able to create the basketball? Somebody has to be able to create this large scale solution, which XRP already has, and be able to tie everybody into it to solve this problem. Again, I hope that XRP is the one, but these banks are stepping up to the plate and saying, hey, we're here to play ball as well. So I think it'll be really interesting to see what kind of services that they ultimately are able to provide, because that's what they're going to have to make it incredibly fast, incredibly cheap for it to make sense. And it's going to have to be incredibly fast and incredibly cheap to work better than XRP. And with XRP, with remittances, like, it's a lot of it is bank to bank, like sending like some large transfers. So the question just becomes, does one of the banks, are they going to be that centralized entity, creating those rails, or XRP's already got the rails and they're able to lock down all of those banks? And that's really what it comes down to, I think. Hazley says it will be the other way around. XRP will be who saves these banks when they can't make their own functioning ledger or platform. It's an interesting thought, Hazley. I don't disagree that a lot of these banks probably are lost in the sauce, so to speak. But I also know that they have absolute disgusting amounts of money, your money, my money, a lot of people in this chat's money, and they will use it to fight that, because the end game is to have as much control and as much money as possible. And if you do give up some of that power to an entity like Ripple, you are somewhat saying, hey, I'm willing to give up some of my, not only, money that I'm able to make, but a little bit of leverage that I have over top of people in these other banks. So I don't know. We will find out. I want to recognize one more chat here. Not going to happen. XRP, a recognized digital currency worldwide. USA behind the curve. Even Bank of America is going to use Ripple's on-demand liquidity service. So Cash, Cats, I hope you're right. I do. I hold a nice fat bag of XRP, and I have for a long time. I hope, and pray that you are right. That is going to do my family very, very well. So for those of you that didn't know it, your boy Keeper is definitely an XRP fan, and Crusader, who's not here today, is exactly the opposite. So it's debate crypto. We debate on some topics for sure. That is one of them. Well, Crypto Fam, we love you guys. I appreciate you for being here. You know, you really could be anywhere on a Tuesday, and you're here hanging out with your boy. So make sure, please, please, please smash the like. It takes 2 seconds. I know it's annoying, but it really does. It takes 2 seconds. So I'm just asking, please, if you guys could smash the likes, it'd be fantastic. Check out the links below the video. Follow us on both of our Twitters. Jump in, get involved with Danger Close Alpha. For those of you that are new, we wear this goofy vest. It says Keeper on the back. It's got my name on the back. This was actually a marketing thing that we did at one of the events for our NFT project, and people just really loved it. And so, you know, if you're looking to get involved in a community that's A, freaking fantastic, but B, actually trying to solve real world problems as it relates to the world that we live in today and getting prepared for our future, check it out. It's dangerclosealpha.com. You can jump into our Discord. The Discord's free, and we're giving away 5 Ethereum. Somebody's going to win a game. They're going to win 5 Ethereum. One person is going to win 5 Ethereum. So get involved with it. All right, Crypto Fam. Love you guys. Just remember to question everything, trust nothing, and until next time, hodl like it's hot. We will see you soon.